love ISIS! Everyone was laughing and acting like... Check out my shirt, guys. Am I crazy? Courtesy of my sister. Alright. It's extremely cold. It's extremely wintry. And I'm extremely exhausted. But we're out here to concrete that habit. And we have our sign. How you guys doing tonight? There are a fair amount of people walking around, so we'll get a few people, I'm sure. But I'm bundled up tonight. I got some time in me. Let's see what we can do as far as speaking up for the animals, helping people connect the dots, and maybe make some future vegans. Make some vegans tonight. Welcome if you guys are just getting here. The sign says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" And all we do is ask people why they're not vegan yet. It's really simple. So let's see who we can get tonight. We got a lot of people around here. Seems like a festive night. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Do quick questions? Hi, Dream Thread. How we doing, Dream Thread?
I can see that. It's like down under mixed with left.
What's going on, guys? Let's see how we do tonight. There's a lot of people, even though it's cold as hell out. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions? Hi, guys. I think we'll have fun. Hope you're doing good. Check out my new shirt. It says my handle name on it. I can't really show you, but my sister got it for me. It says Vegan Sign Guy. And then it says Be Compassionate down below. What's going on, guys? Kind of the reflexive coupling, reflexive words. What's going on, dude? You want to try this? Aren't you vegan yet?
I'm all good, thank you.
All right, brother. Have a good night. All right, anybody just getting here? We're just asking the public why they're not vegan yet. 3 quick questions. They're really simple questions. They're straightforward, and they're very reflective of the actual case. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
No, thanks. I'm good.
Questions?
No, thank you.
What do you do, guys? 2025, let's go. Yeah. Hi, how you doing, Davey? All right, we got 20 of you in here. Everybody, right now, like and subscribe to this video. You get me to 50 likes tonight, that's 50 push-ups. You get me to 100 likes, I'm eating 100 carrots live. We're gonna find a market, we're gonna get there, we're gonna get these carrots on screen, and we're gonna be doing this. But I'm a vegan activist, my name is James. I come out here once a week. I ask the public why they are not vegan yet. We ask them 3 quick questions. The first is, are you a guardian or are you a bully? The second one is, are you for animal abuse or against animal abuse? And the third question, which shatters all future opposition, nullifies, equalizes everything else, is what nutritionally do we need from the animal? That's where we get a few answers we field. But that's the crux of it. We try to lead people to see that we are acting against our values when we're not vegan. What's going on, man? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
I'm all right.
Good questions. Have a great night. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few good questions. Let's go, your guardian. Speak to this man. Have a good one. Hi, guys. She's a guardian. I don't know if the boyfriend was though. Well, we're out here, Cervantes, just asking everybody a few quick questions. We're kind of doing a stress test on everyone's values tonight in a very soft, lighthearted way. We ask people, a few questions pertaining to values and go from there. You guys gonna try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? What? Two questions? Just put that in a spot for a minute. That's it.
No, we don't want to be on TikTok.
You know, it's not TikTok. It's YouTube. It's up to you. You got the guts. I tried vegan food before, but it was nasty. Just nasty. It was nasty. No offense. Plus, it made my stomach bubble. I get that, you know. You can find a different array of, you know, cuisine. You don't have to eat what made you feel like that, you know. Hi, guys. Guys, want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. Just testing values tonight, guys. That's it. And that's all we do. It's kind of like a stress test on the collective's values, right? Because no one ever like asks anybody anything as far as when you're in this echo chamber of mainstream media and mainstream messaging. So here we just try to gently show people that we've really been fooled by profit narratives and different bad actors that seek to divide us. Yeah, I've tried meat, Vaughn. I've had it before. 30 years of my life. 30 years of my life I ate meat. And then I realized, someone helped me realize that what I was doing was wrong. And I realized that I was not that type of person that hurt people weaker than me or that took advantage. And that I had been fooled by certain narratives that had told me that it's normal. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Any quick questions? All right, guys. Have a good night. I saw a speech called The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear by a guy named Gary Yourofsky. I watched his speech one time and I said, not gonna happen. I can't stand that guy. I cannot stand that guy. And I told my wife about it, all my colleagues at work, and then something whispered to me a week later and it said, you need to watch it again. And so I watched it again. What's going on, guys? You guys wanna try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions? All right, it's 2025, guys. We can grow up. You'll notice I'm a little clickbaity out here tonight. Hi, guys. How's it going? You know, if I say something that is, oh my God, that's over the top, it's because, it's just because of what's coming at me. And we kind of go forward a little intuitively. You know, if somebody says something of X strength, I'll match it with X strength. The idea is just to get people in here to have a nice little conversation, in spirit of partnership and sharing. What's going on, guys? That's all it is. It's just partnership and sharing. But we got to invoke a little shock and awe. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Future questions? All right, guys. Have a good night. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Few questions? All right, guys. All right, guys. You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Few quick questions? All right, guys. Oh boy, anything new from anybody in the chat? Any of my friends? Any updates on anything? I feel like I haven't been live for a week because I haven't been. And I didn't do the fake B12 Friday yesterday. Couldn't get to it. There was a total cacophony of things happening. There was just no chance. Vaughn, what are you saying here? I'm not trying to be mean. Okay, you're out here standing in the cold and just advertising. People will hate you. But believe it or not, Vaughn, if you look through all my live streams, we've had quite an impact, my friend. There's probably 200 live streams that are live and you can watch now. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. YouTube live. All right, guys.
Never stop eating.
Oh, you can do it, man. Think of the little child. It's a child, you know? Just think of them. We've had quite a few conversations. We've handed out quite a few cards. We've definitely hit a few hearts and minds. So I know it seems, you know, fleeting window of time. You know, not much is happening, but we're doing this every week. We've got over 1 million views. We've been able to spearhead some change here, which is fantastic. So, and no, man, you're not being mean. I get you. Thanks for coming in here. Well, I mean, that's where the kind of interception point is, isn't it? I mean, there's a movie called Christspiracy. If you get a chance, you got to watch it. And it chronicles how Jesus Christ was an animal rights activist. He was a vegan. And one of his last acts before going to the cross was he upturned the tables in the temple. He overturned all the money. He let the animals free. He was compassionate. If we can say one thing about Jesus, is that he was compassionate. And it's sad to say, I kind of said it last week, but I think if he was walking around today in this current climate where people champion meat and cheese and milk and eggs, we'd probably crucify him again, unfortunately, just because of how addicted we are to these foods. But no, you know, man wrote the Bible, not Jesus. Man took his hands on it, bastardize it with worldly hewings of, and change the whole thing. Underneath it all, though, it's a very wise book. Hi, guys. Well, we that's what we know of Vaughn. I mean, you can read what you read in the book, but you have to go with your heart. You have to ask one question: was Jesus compassionate? Did Jesus embody the word compassion? Because that's a full stop argument to anything religious that's oppositionally thrown. I mean, if you think Jesus was compassionate, you should be vegan. There's no more arguing. The arguing's off the table. In the spirit of that, check it out, guys. Sister got me this. It says vegan sign guy for Christmas. I thought that was cool. Be compassionate underneath. It's my new sweatshirt. Everybody like and subscribe. We're starting off slow tonight, but I got a feeling we're going to get some convos going. Hi guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions.
I'll get half off.
Guys, not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Have a good night. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. Have a great night. And we just simply, call the spade a spade. Not being vegan's not being nice. And, better than saying nothing. We got 1 hour out here for the animals. You never know what could make people think. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. You can do it, guys. We have a bunch of people coming up here. That was something. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
Irish cold cut.
How about you guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? Few quick questions. Easy questions. Oh, it's a child, buddy. It's a kid. It's a child. Big man. Look it up, big guy. How's it going, guys? Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? How about you guys? Anybody want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? YouTube Live. You gonna be on TV? Up to you. Well, thank you so much, Vaughn. I appreciate that. And you too have a blessed day. Have a great day. Thanks for the sub. When you walk by and you keep yelling, "I love steak," it's just tough, But that person is completely fooled, lied to, completely had by industry. He doesn't feel like that. But especially when you're in this kind of collective echo chamber. Hi, guys.
Birds.
You guys want to try? Oh, no birds? Okay.
Birds.
We're getting there. All right, you can do it, man. Have a great day. Oh, you said go birds. Okay. Gotcha. Awesome. Have a great one. She said go birds. I thought she said no birds. Like, I'm at that stage of, it's funny. I was reading Atomic Habits, James Clear's book, a few years ago. And he recommended one of the ways to kind of stage your going vegan is first get out birds with feathers, then get out any kind of, cow, then get out like secretions, eggs and milk. And that was it actually in the instruction, no birds. You gotta go vegan, you just gotta go vegan full stop. I mean, that's the thing. I guess it's once you see something like that, it's tough to unsee it, And once you see it, you're forever voluntarily so bound by ethos, and you know better, you do better. Thanks for being here, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Anybody want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Keep the questions, guys. Oh, you can do it. It's easy nowadays. Kind of got a light turnout tonight. I think one reason is because it is so cold outside. There's a fair amount of people out here tonight. It is really cold out. We're gonna go for 45 strong. That's a half an hour more. Hi guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Future questions. All right, guys. Maybe I'll get these guys. Let's see if we can get these two to do the interview. Hi guys, you guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Have a great night, guys. Let's move locations. Let's go somewhere more exciting with more people. I have an idea. I don't like that area. It's like a desolate ghost town right now. It's because it's cold as hell out here. But here we go, right team? Into the throes. Anybody that follows me, we're out here every Saturday no matter what. Into the throes of winter we go. We do not stop. We are out here every single week. It's the least we can do for our friends of fur and feather. And for our humans, really, too. Hi, how you doing? I think I kind of like this area. I think they're closed. So why don't we just do... Why don't we just do right here? I mean, they're closed anyway, so... We got a nice aesthetic, nice backdrop here anyway. Starbucks is closed, so doesn't matter. Well, welcome anyone who's just getting here. This might be a better spot, and I think we got better lighting here too. The lighting's not that great back there. What's going on, buddy? How are you? How you doing? You want to try this? YouTube Live?
I'm gonna answer this shit.
Okay, we got someone. All right.
Do a Instagram Live.
It's YouTube Live. Yeah, it's really easy. It's really simple. It's just a few questions, and it's all in the spirit of love and fun and sharing, right?
I got you.
Okay, so the first question is, would you consider yourself, and try not to think about the answers too much. Try to make it reflexive. Just
I got
boom.
you. Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a guardian or a bully?
Guardian.
Guardian. Okay, without even thinking about it. Animal abuse or no animal abuse?
Hell no.
Okay, amazing. Third question that just brings all oppositional motion like kind of to a stop effectively is, what do you think we need nutritionally from an animal?
I think we need just the meat from it.
Okay.
Generally, I don't think the supplements and stuff they take from, God knows what is pretty.
Yeah, like
bad.
supplements. I'm not a supplement taker.
I mean,
Anybody
I'd
that
say
knows me knows I
vitamins.
don't take supplements.
I mean,
yeah.
but you hear about they have NCAA banned substances like deer antler and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
And I
terrible.
don't really take that stuff.
That's just like harvesting the animal for everything they've got. Completely monetizing them 100%.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool.
Like, I've been vegan 13 years, right? My daughter's vegan since birth. She's almost a black belt in Taekwondo. She's active, she's strong. I don't take vitamins or supplements, nothing. The whole spirit of this kind of endeavor and my dynamic out here is just to illuminate people to the fact that you don't need anything from an animal. Zero. Nothing, zilch, nada. Well, you just don't. I mean, we can find our proteins from the plants that the animals actually eat, because they eat plants.
Okay.
We can find vitamins. Every vitamin or every single food entity, even an orange, has a full essential amino acid profile. And then everything else is ubiquitous in the plant kingdom. I mean, there's not one vitamin. There's one called vitamin B12, which is fake. It was baked up and created by scientists in a lab back in the 1940s. There's a few things that are around, but you just get when you eat plants, right?
Okay.
You don't have to worry about anything.
Okay.
So it brings us to this crazy impasse in this inflection point to where we have to ask ourselves, why the hell are we doing this today?
Okay, so can I say one thing?
Yes.
So for me, I hunt.
Okay.
So I generally, a lot of the meat that we eat in my house is from deer.
Yeah.
And the reason we do it is because all power to you with this stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And, I eat meat,
Yeah.
but I do know that a lot of times with farming and farming techniques they use to make a lot of the vegan products end up killing a lot of ground squirrels, bees.
Yeah, we hear this argument all the time.
So what's the response to that?
Yeah,
I guess?
it all comes down to, first of all, if we really look at things like granularly, you have a cow that...
What does granularly mean?
Like very, very, very detailed,
I got you,
right?
yeah.
We have a cow that operates out of an 8-to-1 energy conversion ratio. So you give it 8 units of energy, it's only going to output 1.
Okay.
So just think you're killing 7 times less plants, you're killing 7 times less rodents, animals, beetles, bugs, the ones you're pointing to. If you're eating straight from the ground instead of from the animal, which you're also eating everything it's already eating and exacting that kind of those logistics by everything that they've eaten.
Can you
But this
say
is
that one
just-
more time? I'm
Yeah.
not sure I understand what you're saying.
So when you put in when you put in 8 units of energy.
It's like when a cow eats something.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to give it, say, 8 units of energy. It's only going to pump out 1. It's called an 8-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
Right? So for every 8 units of energy it gets, it gives you 1 by its meat.
Okay.
So we're killing 8 times less plants. We're killing 8 times less beetles, bugs, you name it, on that basis right there, right? But that's not even how I would argue this question.
Okay.
Like on a purely granular, detailed, just underlying factual basis, that's the answer I would give you. But you can't expect any kind of change to happen when we're voting for the violence directly, right? When we're saying, I'm going to give you this dollar, click, and I want it to go towards a system that is absolute direct violence. And it is when we're voting for meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, and honey. When you boycott that and you vote for a system that is for plants, you're saying no to that. We don't live in a perfect world right now. 99% of people are not vegan. 99% of farmers are not vegan. So I can't go to a farmer and tell him, hey, make sure to protect those rabbits when his money depends on it. And I can't even convince the average guy on the street that a animal is worth more than a rock. So it starts with the consumer. It starts with the consumer, and then it trickles up. And it's a long-winded answer, but we do get the question all the time, and it's more so I don't think there's a keen awareness of what really is at play with the question posturing.
Okay.
Just as per that first thing I lamented to you, it's just right off the table right there.
What about hunting?
What about it? Okay.
So for me, we hunt up in the mountains where we get a certain amount of tags every year. I don't know if you're familiar with how like hunting works.
No, what's the jargon?
So you get like every year you get a certain amount of tags, and the tags is how many deer you can hunt.
Yeah.
So generally you'll get like 2 buck tags. Maybe if you own the land, you'll get a doe,
You're
few doe
allowed
tags.
Okay. I
So
see.
like if you kill more, the game warden will come.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with the game warden,
Okay.
basically. Like it's like the laws they have around hunting.
I see. Okay.
So for me, like, what about overpopulation of the deer?
Yeah. And it's another thing that I think we can get to once we get to ground zero. But the first thing is, like, what I want to back up to and just pull the reins on. And hunting does have something to do with this conversation, but more so. I mean,
Are you talking more about
it
like
really
the
is integral.
farming of cows
The issue is we've all been taught. Here it comes. Brace for impact. We've all been taught by profit narratives.
What's a profit narrative?
A control narrative, right? Like, for instance, there's about 8,000 people that hold all the wealth.
Oh, okay. So like the top people telling you what's right and wrong.
1% of the
Okay.
1%
Understood,
own more than the 99%
And
combined,
I
right?
think that's a load of crap too. I'm very against profit narrative.
Right,
Yes,
yeah,
so
and they have a
hate that.
vested interest in
Yes,
keeping
it's
certain
correct.
messagings in
And that
place.
goes with a lot of other issues.
Oh,
other
it
than just
proliferates. It proliferates.
very big
Absolutely.
issues. Okay,
but
agreed.
the biggest one, there's a few of them, but the biggest one, at least it's either this or it's number 2, but I'm pretty sure this is number 1, is that they have convinced us to see a living animal as an object and to not consider them a sovereign being. They have convinced us that, and we do not question it. And they have a vested interest in us keeping that purview. A very vested interest. As far as the animal ag engine of finance.
What are we asking here?
We're asking everybody why they're not vegan yet. That's it.
Vegan?
Yeah, we're vegan.
Get in here. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay, wait. You're going
got
YouTube.
more.
Are you
Oh,
okay?
live.
There's only a few
Chat.
of us. There's only a few of us.
Chat.
But there's a few
All right,
there.
all right.
I mean, well, we
Hold on, I gotta go back.
kind of broached into hunting, but we were just talking.
Chat, cut this.
Let me ask all you guys. I'm going to ask them the same questions I asked you. Okay, guys. It's really easy. I don't want you to think about it too much, okay? Just whatever answer comes off the top of your head. Would you guys consider yourselves guardians or bullies? What's the answer?
I'm a bully.
Guardians.
No.
Guardians.
I'm probably a bully. But, yeah.
Don't think about it. You're guardians. I know you are.
Guardian, all right.
Animal abuse or non-animal abuse?
Non-animal abuse.
No, not animal abuse.
Not animal abuse.
I hunt and fish.
I
so-
killed
Okay.
7 geese yesterday.
But that's
Okay.
not animal abuse.
But-
You're
but-
gonna use
but
it
you
for
beat
something,
that.
right? You're
That's
gonna
what I
eat
said.
it.
Is that
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I
Would
said.
that be
That's
classified
Let-
as animal abuse?
No, I'll get to that. But let me ask you the third question, and this answers any kind of objections along these lines
Alright.
to you. What nutritionally, vitamin, nutrients, you name it, what nutritionally do you need from an animal?
Protein.
To thrive
Protein.
or survive?
Protein.
Protein. Irons.
Where do the animals get their protein?
They eat the grass.
Well, I mean, they eat a
They eat other animals.
They eat a variety of things.
Variety of
soy,
things.
corn, lentils,
Yeah.
you name it. There's a whole myriad of things, but they get their protein from the ground.
Yes.
So we cut out the middleman when we just eat the plants directly. But vitamin, nutrients, give me something. Like, what can I not get from an animal?
What can you
Besides, I mean, protein is, we can get it, guys. I'm telling you.
Like meat? You can't get like the meat.
And that's what, yeah.
Tastes good.
Yeah.
You can't get a filet mignon.
But I mean, it's like,
What can you not get?
well, that's not my
people-
problem with it
Some
though.
people tell me
Nah, you
certain
can get
vitamins.
damn
Some
near
people tell
everything.
me
You can get
vitamin
damn near-
B12. Some people tell me it's omega-3s. Some people tell me.
Well, I understand you
certain
can get that
proteins.
from everywhere else, but I like don't have a problem with eating animals for the taste and the enjoyment.
Okay, no, that's kind of scales the dialogue. That scales the dialogue.
But I understand. Well,
But
there is no
when you
vitamins that you
answered,
can't
like
get.
when you
No, that's
answered
what I'm
that
saying.
first question, I'm a guardian. That's your values, right? That's
Yeah.
the crux of you. Those are your pillars.
You gave
of
me two
ethos,
choices.
right? And there's a choice involved, and there's a choice for us. There's a choice for the animal, and we have to consider everything.
He
left. He
said
was
he
not
got
having
he's
it.
got a good
Oh, he
drink.
took off.
Yeah, he left. Nah, he
I was
was.
in deep with that guy.
How many viewers we got on?
Only a few. We only got a few right now. We only have 11. Sometimes we get up to 500. You know, we're having a light night tonight. We're
Are they
having a light
clowning
night.
us? Are they clowning us?
No, they're not.
They're good people.
No, they're not.
They're
They're
great
great
people.
Kappa Sigma? Wait, what are you?
No, this is my sister made this for me. So this is my handle on YouTube.
okay.
Vegan sign guy.
Are you a kid?
Yeah, vegan sign guy.
I thought he was Cap.
So I had like, you think I'm going to a college or something?
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
why
okay.
I saw the SIG. I was like,
I did
I
too.
love that.
I was
I
like,
love that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, and I know, it's all, it is, it's a nice night, the spirits are high and everything, but I want to just leave you guys with one thing if I can leave you with anything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I was telling him the same thing. We've been taught since we were born, ever since we grew up and our parents surrounded us, our doctors surrounded us, our peers, our pastors, you name it. We've been taught to see animals as numbers. We've been taught that. And they're not. They have eyes just like us. They have sovereign lives just like us, families they want to love. Some guy walked by earlier and he said, fuck you, I love steak. And I said, well, do you know that's a child? Because they're 18 to 24 months when they're killed. So we're going around bragging that we're killing children, essentially. And now that's what I'm saying. That's where the teaching comes in. We've been taught to see it like that.
do you have any
It's
children?
so ridiculous. I do.
Do you? So do you?
So would you view your children equal as a baby
Animal.
cow?
You don't have to do that. You don't have to view
But
them
not
equal.
even- not
You just
even-
have to view them as more than, well, why?
All right, would you view another person's children as equal to your children?
I would say, you can't, I would say from my anecdotal perspective, no, I would want to protect mine first, right?
Yeah,
but that doesn't
right.
mean I have to have them exploited. Just like with the animals, that doesn't mean I have to have them exploited because I consider my own beings, like human
So
beings,
would you
over them.
consider another person's children equal to a cow's
Well, I would.
baby
Well,
cows?
I mean, we're kind of painting out hypotheticals of what could be things, but we don't have to do that. We can just say we don't need anything from
Gotta
it.
go to
Do you?
Bella as well.
So
I
in
appreciate
the,
it
in
a
the,
lot.
in the numbers aspect, right?
Yeah.
In the you're talking
All
about
right,
like
No, I'm kind of.
you're talking about like you're talking
Well,
about
guys, I
like,
appreciate the
like
ears,
the
guys.
numbers,
Yeah.
like the numbers bringing them in and just like slaughtering them off, right?
Yeah.
So do you?
Salutations.
Do you think we should like just get rid of that and just bring back hunting?
I don't, because I see when we hunt, it's like another thing where you guys are leaving. I know.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
almost like going into somebody's living room and just taking it all from them.
That's fair.
That's another
Yep, I agree.
conversation. All right, guys. How you doing, sir? How are you? Oh, are you going in here? I'm sorry. Look at me setting up camp. I thought they were closed. I'll gently move here. Sorry. Pardon me, sir. I hope I didn't hold you up too long. Okay, we're gonna move, guys. We weren't getting too far there, but it's okay. Let's see if we can reposition here. First guy left, so they were all hunters, seemingly, voluntarily mentioned. It's just sometimes we're at impasses, You're not going to get through to everybody. And what would be the point of, you get to a point where I could tell with the first guy, hey, Miss Teaspoon, how are you? Daniel? Is Daniel in here? Did I see Daniel? I thought I did. Miss Teaspoon's in. Humans first. Now the thing is, you can consider animals, you can consider humans at a higher level than animals, and you can 100% be ethically vegan. You can be a protector, not an exploiter. It's not hard. Hi guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Any quick questions? YouTube live? Okay. Have a good night, guys. It's really not hard. And I'm good. Yeah, happy Christmas to you too. Check out my my shirt, guys. Vegan sign guy. Be compassionate. My sister had it made. Pretty cool, huh? So now I can stay warm with this in the winter time. Yeah, we weren't getting too far with those guys there. And the first guy, you know, you know, I can see it too. You know, while things are unfolding, you can see the impasse. You can see where you're just not going to get any farther. And that's where you have to just go with your intuition. Lead the activism with intuition. Like at that point, I was kind of in spirit of leaving him with a few things, and then kind of hopefully tilting us apart. You know, but you can leave people with certain things. I eat organic grass-fed cows with plenty of space and natural breeding practices. Yeah, but the thing is, we want to look at the cows from the cow's eyes, my friend. We want to look from the cow's eyes. You know, it really doesn't have anything to do with what you just framed right there. When we tilt to the animal outlook, all arguments are gone. Just like that third question I asked them. I said, what nutritionally do we need from an animal? I mean, once you realize you need nothing nutritionally from an animal, we have to ask, well, what the hell are we doing this to them for then? It comes down to this collective momentum, this kind of tribalism. Factory farming of any kind is the problem. Factory farming is the problem, and grass-fed farms are the problem. They're both the problem. And the idea is to just make them both go away. All right, we got a few of you in here today. We're gonna go to the 45-minute mark tonight. Keep it an activism light tonight. Wanted to get out here. Even though it's freaking freezing cold and I'm exhausted, but at least we've had some conversations. Not sure how fruitful they were, but it's okay. It's all about making the habit, right? I think people are staying cozy and inside the bars and pubs tonight. Well, the thing is, from the Father, we have to just rein the perspective back, and realize that there's no appeal to nirvana. We're not going to be perfect, right? Things will die, unfortunately. Beings will die because of us, even us because of us being vegan. But what you can do is take your vote out of the direct exploitation. When you vote for meat and cheese and milk and eggs, seafood and honey, you're voting for direct violence and direct exploitation. The bare minimum you can do is be vegan. That's the bare minimum. At least yield the animal bodily autonomy with the vote of your affected dollar. Once we get to ground zero, we can start having those conversations, but no, you don't get to have that conversation right now. The first stop is ground zero. Then we can tread into these new frontiers. Hi guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions? All right guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions? YouTube live. All right, guys. Have a good night. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. All right, guys. You too. But that's the answer you're getting, and that's the truth. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Have a great night. I know it's cold. Ground zero is yielding the animals their bodily autonomy. That is bare minimum. Bare minimum. We need nothing nutritionally from an animal. Zero. And we're still tricked to think that we do by profit narratives. And they're laughing their ways to the bank. Laughing all the way to the bank. They've got us all duped, convinced, tricked. They've taken away our thought autonomy, our compassion, our sovereignty. They've taken it from us. Hi there, how are you? Lucille says, stop imposing what you eat on other people. Fuck, there's enough of that in our lives. What we choose to put in our bellies is none of your ducking concern. Okay, let me respond to that, Lucille, and thank you. I appreciate it. But here's the problem. I'm one of the 1% right now that are vegan, The other 99% are telling you to eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. They're telling everybody to eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. They're imposing their, and I'm talking kind of from the corporatists, the profit narratives, everybody else, they're imposing their activism, like I'm doing right now, on a 99% collective, ubiquitous, perpetual basis. And I'm out here simply trying to intercept that and to show people that they have been lied to by those profit narratives, trying to help them to see that they've been lied to, that their actions, our actions do not line up with our values when we're not vegan. Because all of us are vegan. We've just been and had our sovereignties compromised, just masked by all these messagings, just completely sabotaged and used and exploited for the profit narratives, for their MO. So look at it like that. Like there's 99% out there that are the animal eater activists. I'm an animal rights activist. So I'm in the minutia. Hi guys, you guys want to try this? And you also have to think about this. You pointed and alluded to the idea of choice. Well, how you doing, sir? You got that? Big load, big load. You have to understand that, yeah, we have a choice to eat meat, and then we have a choice not to eat meat. And then there's a third choice factor, in which that third choice factor is the animal's choice. So if you're championing choice, but you're taking someone's in the same time, there's a lot of hypocrisy there. And it's just kind of a moment and an inflection point to kind of look at things and see over things. So I hope that answers it for you. But just know that all the interactions we have out here, and hopefully you'll see a few more tonight, they're all in the spirit of sharing and compassion. Because we've all been tricked by these guys that just, there's only a handful of them. And, they create narratives like you have to eat animals for nutrition, that we're all separate fundamentally, that wars are necessary, that competition is the way to go. There's many, many more. There's certain vitamin narratives, which we know of right now, that shamingly so, many vegans are still buying into. Hi there. Sexualizing anything, that's a psyop. Everything, that's a psyop, that's a narrative. We could get into climate. There's a lot of narratives that they've built out and they have invested in. Hi guys, how's it going? Good night, guys.
No chance.
Oh, it's okay. Well, it's okay. Thanks, Lucille. It's okay. Listen, I love you. Okay? And the whole reason I'm out here is just to share with other people. And I understand the reflex too. I myself was not vegan for 30 years. And I think one thing that vegans, especially vegans, have to be very careful with is we have to really amplify on and softly let people become aware of the fact that we are trying to amplify freedoms. We're not trying to take away freedoms. I mean, if you look at the world right now, we're all in cubicles, we're in hospitals, we're all bifurcated, we're all limited where we can fly, where we can travel. This is really a product of us doing this to animals. We have done this to animals for 10,000 years. And look what has kind of karmically returned upon us. This very much so separating and bifurcating and being able to be easily controlled. So my whole mission and my mission of sharing is to share with people that we can take that freedom back. Hi guys, how's it going everybody? How are you? A vegan is the compassionate way to be. In 10, 20, 30 years times, hopefully it won't even be called vegan. It'll just be what everybody eats. Hi guys, I'm on live. Yeah, you can try this if you want. It's up to you. Oh, okay, you can do it. I know you want to do it real quick? I'll make it real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. Okay, so my name is James. I'm an animal rights activist, right?
Okay.
I come out here. That guy's always out here too, every Saturday. What I do is I ask people a few questions. Who says they're going to be vegan soon?
Me.
That's amazing. I want to give you guys cards before you go.
Okay.
Let me ask you guys. Would you guys consider yourselves? These are really easy questions. Just answer with your heart. Don't overthink them. Would you guys consider yourselves guardians or bullies? What do you think?
Guardians.
Guardian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the second one is animal abuse or no animal abuse?
No animal.
No animal abuse.
Hard no. Hard no to
yeah,
that
hard
one, right? Okay, the third one it presents and it just yields a kind of equalizer with everything. This question is, what nutritionally do we need from an animal?
I'd say like protein.
Yeah, protein.
Last guy's told me protein. Okay.
Yeah.
Protein.
Protein and protein. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Where do you think the animals get their proteins from?
Like the grass.
Beans, nuts.
Like the plants, right?
Yeah.
'Cause they're
What
eating
they
the plants.
eat.
Yeah.
And what they eat. Okay, awesome. But other than that, I mean, there really isn't another one, right? Or anything else that you need.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll hear certain things that we are told we are need by certain narratives and certain messagings. But I've been vegan 13 years. I'm here to tell you it's
Good for
beautiful.
you.
I'm here to tell you things are great over here. My daughter's vegan. She's born and raised vegan, right? I don't take vitamins. I don't take supplements. And what it all comes down to is that first question we ask you. Because we are, right? We're guardians of the heart, right? But when we go to the cash register and we put the dollar, I call it the ballot. When we put the ballot into the cash register, we're literally voting for a system that is violent. And we don't know that we're doing it because we have been taught to do this for X amount of years. I was for 30 years. My wife, my sister. It all comes down to these guys up top. They've convinced our parents, their parents, and their parents. Ooh, I'm sorry. That basically that there's no one behind those eyes, right? Do you have any pets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there's someone behind those eyes?
Yeah.
Because I know behind my cat's eyes, there's someone there.
Yeah.
There's a being. You know what I mean? So it's the same with them too. The cows and the chickens. They have these beautiful abilities too. Like even fish. There's a whole world inside the cerebral, in their brains and in their perspectives and their nerves and their sentience that's there. But the whole MO of all this is just to get you guys thinking about that first question. And I'd love to give you some cards before you go, just to have things steep a little bit, because we're at this beautiful time in our lives where you guys are young, you're leading our next generation, and we can take the reins of ethos and really hone it in and start changing things grassroots. Because we can do all this stuff and we can pay lip service to all this stuff. Oh, I believe in this, I believe in that, I'm for this, I'm for that. But what's the underground, or what's kind of like subterranean and just at the root of everything is our ethos and our actions, right? I think that eclipses all things. But what would be the biggest thing stopping you guys from going vegan? Biggest thing? Taste?
Biggest thing?
Yeah, this is the biggest
Like
thing.
cravings, I think.
Cravings, heard that. Okay, I got an answer for you on that. How about you guys?
I'm a runner, so I just need like
Sure, I'm a
protein
runner
in
too.
general.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. I do a little distance running.
I'm
Sometimes I live stream.
pescatarian, though,
Okay,
so I'll
okay.
be vegan eventually.
The book that I got for you to read, this is great homework, I think.
Okay.
It's called What a Fish Knows. And it's been out for about 10 years. And it's a thick book that goes into the inner lives of fish. I interviewed the author on my channel about 6 months ago. It was a beautiful interview. I asked him some questions about the book. And when I give you guys the cards, I have more and more interviews from different authors and stuff in the vegan space, right? But you can do it, I'm telling you. And
Yeah.
you can be just as strong without the fish.
Our mom
Cravings,
is.
right? Cravings? Okay. You said cravings too, or no?
Well, yeah, kind of.
I'm all in the camp. I'm all in the camp. Yeah, you can eat everything you want in the vegan world, right? I eat Chinese, I eat American. I'm kind of sometimes still. Don't tell some of my friends, but and don't tell my wife either. But I'm a junk food vegan sometimes. So I'll eat the burgers. I'll eat some of the pizzas, and I'll get the cravings too. And it's all there, guys. It's all there. Like, and it's healthier because you're not getting the cholesterol, the saturated fats, the hormones, the IGF, the growth factors. You're getting plant-built out versions of without all that stuff. I'm not saying it's healthy, but I'm saying it's healthier. And I'm saying you can satisfy the cravings just like that, same way. So I hope that's been informative. I don't want to hold you guys because I know the temperature out here. But what other questions you got for me?
I mean, I can't really think of any.
Thanks for having the curiosity to stop, because that's the only way we can really impart sound information is through social media,
Yeah.
And because mainstream is bought, it's all bought. I can't intercept that. Neither can anybody that wants to spread the word of veganism, because there's no money in veganism. Zero. All the money lies in animal agriculture. They're still subsidized $40 billion a year, and the money is what you want to follow when it comes to any kind of truth. Here's one for you.
Yeah.
I want to give you all one of them. I had some guys that were here earlier. I just said, you know what? I'm not giving any of them one card just because of the nature of the conversation.
Yeah.
But they still listened, and that was nice. But you guys are really inquisitive, so I really appreciate the year. That's my channel. My handle is actually this. That's my handle right there. So you can look me up as Vegan Sign Guy.
Okay.
And then you can look up all these. You'll see this one.
I think I've seen you before, actually.
You might have.
I get a lot of like vegan reels.
You might have. I'm one of the few kind of live activists to go out there right now.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that it's all in the spirit of sharing and compassion, right?
Yeah.
That's what this all is, and that's how it needs to be done. Because all of us are the same, right? When it comes down to it, we're all built from the same cloth.
Yeah.
And we're all kind of, under this kind of engine that's being run by these big guys at top. And it's time to say no.
Yeah.
We have the ability to share with each other. We need to do that.
This is like influential.
I'm glad. Well, awesome, guys. Well, I'll bid you adieu. I wish you one by eyes, and think about going vegan. You're
Yes.
and there's so many other resources on there, so I can't wait for you to explore those. Cool.
Thank you
very
so
You guys
much.
have a great
Have a good
night.
rest of
Stay
your
warm.
day.
Stay warm.
Thank you.
Take care. That was cool. That was cool. Really nice. Ladies. Very nice conversation. Fruitful. Much better than the hunting conversation, I'd say, with the hunters earlier. I don't think that was really much of a conversation. We were trying to get somewhere, but didn't really get anywhere. They should be encouraged to watch the Minion and Conspiracy, but above else, they should watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. Yep, there you go. That is on the card with the resources. Hi there. Hi, how are you? How are you guys? I'm on YouTube Live. That's it. But it's just a few, and I ask people a few questions.
YouTube! Ask me, can I have a question?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so it's just a few, but it has to do with veganism. Are you guys cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I asked people, wow, you guys just appeared. Wow, okay, what a pleasant surprise. I asked people, okay, what do you think? Now, I don't want you to think too much about this, but the first question is, would you consider yourself more of a guardian or a bully? What would you consider yourself?
Bully.
Oh my God, okay,
Guardian,
that can't
I'd
be.
say
Is that right?
guardian.
We're all guardians, right?
I'm a guardian.
No, Dylan's
Okay,
a guardian.
Okay, right on, right on.
Guardian.
Okay, the next one is, okay, animal abuse or not animal abuse?
Animal abuse.
Stop!
Stop. Animal
Okay, not, right? Okay.
I feel like this answer's obvious.
Here the reverse answers I want. No, here's the next one. What nutritionally do you guys think we need from an animal to thrive?
Protein.
Protein.
All the
Protein
amino
is the big
acids,
one.
the 9.
Okay, the essential 9, right? Essential 9 and protein.
Protein.
Protein across the board. Okay. So what have I told you? That you can get all your protein, all your vitamins, all your minerals, all your everything on a plant-based diet. I've been vegan 13 years. My daughter's vegan since birth.
I like steak.
No,
I
I tried to.
I get that.
No, I tried to
I
only
loved
eat
it.
chickpeas and I lost like 30 pounds. It was not good.
Okay, oh, you went through a chickpea phase. Okay, gotcha.
It was
I guess end of the day, the crux of the thought experiment is more so strengthening the why, right? Like, you can find everything out there if you want to. Like, there's plenty of beans. You don't have to do chickpeas, lentils, greens. You can do Chinese.
Eggs or no?
Not eggs.
Or eggs.
They're not. A fun fact about eggs. Vegan. Fun fact about eggs, in the egg industry, when the little chicks are born, if they're male, they're thrown into a blender, boom, right away.
Oh,
And
so yummy.
it's crazy, I know, but
I don't like eating baby chicks.
that's what we pay for, like when we're paying for eggs, like on an aggregated or underlying basis. But I mean,
So are you more vegan because of the health benefits or like the animal abuse?
great question. So 100%, all vegans are going to be vegan for the ethos, right? For the animal abuse.
We learned about that in AP Lang.
AP Lang, okay.
Ethos.
Oh, ethos.
And logos.
It's a strong word. All right, take care. Oh. But it hails back to the first question. That's it. I know you're on your way, and I appreciate you guys stopping. But we ask ourselves, are we guardians? Because there's a big distortion. Are we more protectors or stewards, or are we exploiters? Because we can say whatever we want to say, but the actions are the actions, right? When I go into a cash register and I vote for something with my ballot, my dollar, I'm apolitical, so I stay out of the space. Yeah, I stay out of the space.
That's what they all say.
We're voting for something, right? Like an action, a system, we're strengthening or weakening something. And really all the real all factor is the supply and demand mechanism. So you just vote for what you want to see in the world, and you do it with the dollars. You know, it makes sense, right? And with all these systems of agriculture, it's nothing but violence and essaying and kicking and spitting.
Essaying? Like sexual assault?
All of it. It's underneath everything in the animal ag industry. We don't know it because we don't know it because
What's it, Fairlife? Fairlife?
Eating Fairlife is terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah,
I
you heard
don't
that whole
support them.
scandal?
No, yeah, I
That
don't
whole
support them.
scandal?
No, I don't.
Don't support any of them.
No,
I mean, the animals, the female cows are taken advantage of multiple times
God.
before they're killed. I have a whole documentary, well, not a whole documentary, but I made a little documentary on it a few months ago. I have it on my channel. I mean, if I give you guys one card, would you take one card,
we'll
maybe
take a
look
card.
into it tonight?
We'll take a card.
Check it out. You'll see my YouTube
I thought you were
channel.
about to pull it out of your mouth.
Street magician / animal rights activist.
No, we'll
Yeah.
take a card.
So this is it, and my handle name is Vegan Sign Guy, right?
Okay.
Do you know the vegan teacher?
Of course, I'm aware of her. Yes, yes.
What's your opinion on her?
So you know, her name's Miss Katie, right? You know, she definitely invokes a lot of shock and awe. Do I know what kind of all effect, or do we know what kind of all effect that's actually having on people? I don't know. I don't know if it's a net positive or a net
No,
negative.
net negative because
Yeah.
I feel like she's so divisive that
Whoa.
like.
Yeah.
That is a one-way road.
Oh dear. Is it just
They're
I'll
everything?
take your
Clearly
card
not vegan.
and then I'll be on my way. Thank
Well,
you so much.
You know, the spirit of activism, and I think with
I'll take
Katie,
one, too.
you sure? Okay, thanks, guys.
No,
Just
yeah.
check it out. What Miss Katie is trying to just imbue is that the animals are someone and not something, right? And her style's a little bit different. My style's more partnership and compassion, and me seeing you and you as me, you know, and being able to share with the collective, with the
Yeah.
whole. Because we've been tricked by
Yeah.
this handful of people that have all the money,
Yeah.
and they don't want us to see.
No, yeah.
Do you guys have any pets? Is someone behind those eyes?
My pet?
Like, when you look at your pet,
My
do you
dog
see-
died.
Do you see someone
Her
behind their
dog
eyes?
drowned in the pool. Like it.
That's not good.
No, like she found it on her birthday. Like it
Yeah.
was bad. No,
Oh,
you tell
I'm
him.
sorry.
You tell him.
I'm sorry.
No,
Oh my god, on my birthday I walked outside and my dog was drowned in my pool. No.
Like on the bottom, her dad had to fish him out. Her, Addie.
Gotcha. But I mean, I'm seriously sorry to hear that.
Wait,
But
what do you mean someone behind those
like
eyes?
someone, like it's not just a rock. Like there is somebody feeling, thinking.
No, my dog is a rock.
Okay, but when you look into their eyes, all right. Have a great one.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for stopping
Have a
by.
blessed
Check out my
night.
card.
Yes.
Check
Yes,
my card.
I got it.
Take care. Wow, they just appeared. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. I was aiming for 45. I've gone a little bit past time.
What are we filming?
Holy smokes! Okay, all I'm doing is a little outreach here. It's actually YouTube Live. It's YouTube Live. I don't know if you guys are ready for the. So you got to know what you're getting into. It's just a little.
We aren't vegan yet. We aren't vegan yet.
Okay, we'll take that. That's good content right there.
I don't know what you.
No, but it's really simple. I just ask people a few questions, right? You don't have to be part of the thought experiment because you just kind of stumbled
I
into it.
eat meat. I eat meat.
Okay.
I eat a lot of
But the
meat.
crux of it is kind of in 2025 we don't have to, just on a nutritional basis. And there's so many other options, and it's a beautiful thing where we can share with others now that it's possible, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the crux of the whole thing. And I go through a few questions. I ask people if they're more so protectors. And if they like animal abuse, nobody does. But I'm not going to intercept you guys. I want you guys to continue having a great night.
No, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Keep doing your work. Keep doing your
Absolutely,
work.
we'll do. Have a great night. Take care.
I like steak and I like chili cow.
That obviously didn't work. But you know, we're gonna wrap up for a little bit. We're gonna wrap up, guys. Thanks all for being here. I'm gonna get ready to head home. I thought we had some productive conversations tonight. I thought some were more productive than others. I think the 3 girls that I had before, the other 3 that were here, they did a really job. And everybody listened and everybody's serious. So, and that's what we want. We want people to just come on over and see what's going on and have a peaceful, partnership-based conversation with. So, all right, guys, have a great night. We'll be out here again next Saturday like clockwork. I'm hoping to have a little bit more energy. Whew, it's cold, and I'll tell you, my energy levels are down, guys. They're down, but I appreciate you all being here, showing me up with support. I love you all.